Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
From American Angus Association headquarters in St. Joseph, Missouri, we bring you the week's top headlines, including new traceability requirements for Texas cattlemen.
We'll get the latest news on the National Bio and Agro-Defense facility.
We'll take a look at upcoming Angus events in Louisville, Kentucky, and our special guests, Mike Caston and Dave Patterson, will join us for an extended discussion on predictability, risk management, and the role of quality genetics in the beef business.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Certified Angus Beef has reported another year of record sales amid drought and economic challenges. Sales of Certified Angus Beef brand product totaled 811 million pounds as of September 30th, the end of the company's fiscal year. That figure surpasses last year's record by 4 million pounds and brings total sales up 49% from just 6 years ago. Continued growth speaks to the commitment of ranchers and brand partners. More than 16,000 licensed partners now offer Certified Angus Beef.
How we managed to achieve a sixth consecutive record year for sales this year and actually grow demand for Certified Angus Beef is really centers around the fact that we continue to focus on the things that consumers value. We were very intentional in focusing on the taste component of Certified Angus Beef. We know that taste is the #1 reason people choose beef, and that's probably never been more apparent than it is today at the record high prices that we're seeing. The way we've been able to grow this year has been a function of driving carcass utilization. This year we had 320,000 fewer carcasses to sell than we had a year ago, a function of smaller supplies of cattle, but also a slight decline in acceptance rates. And the ability to sell more end meats and ground beef in particular under the brand is really what allowed us to have the kind of record year that we experienced when maybe we didn't expect it a year ago today.
The U.S.-Panama Trade Promotion Agreement became effective last week, and according to U.S. officials, nearly half of U.S. ag exports to Panama are now duty-free. This includes wheat, barley, soybeans, high-quality beef, bacon, and nearly all fruits and vegetable products. Most notably, the FTA will eliminate the 30% tariff on prime and choice beef cuts. Most of the remaining tariffs are to be eliminated within a 15-year window.
The Texas Animal Health Commission has announced new traceability requirements effective January 1st. The rule states that at change of ownership, all sexually intact adult beef cattle 18 months and older and Mexican origin cattle must have approved permanent identification. Nursing calves, steers, spayed heifers, bulls, and heifers younger than 18 months are exempt unless a heifer has calved. Ranchers also can move an animal directly from their premise to slaughter without an ID. The new rule replaces the tagging requirement associated with brucellosis testing. The Commission expects the rule will put the state's beef industry in compliance with the anticipated USDA animal disease traceability rule for interstate movement. A complete list of acceptable ID devices is available at tahc.state.tx.
Plans for the stalled National Bio and Agro-Defense facility in Manhattan, Kansas may soon get a boost, according to reports from the state's lawmakers. U.S. Senator Jerry Moran told reporters the Department of Homeland Security, which has the authority to approve the land transfer for the project, has indicated it could soon release $40 million for an electric power plant and $50 million to begin construction on the facility, which was initially approved in 2008. State officials were scheduled to meet with DHS officials to discuss cost issues. Anticipated completion of the NBAF facility has now been pushed back to 2018. American Angus Association members and others will gather in Louisville, Kentucky next week for the annual Convention of Delegates and other Angus activities associated with the North American International Livestock Exposition. Events will include the organization's 129th annual meeting, educational sessions, a series of speakers, and social events, in addition to showing activity.
It's important to attend because this is where the business of the association is done, like selection of our board, any bylaw changes that may be brought up. Our delegates will select next year's board. We have record participation with 10 candidates this year, competing for 5 slots. So it'll be a great time that's going to bring a lot of members in, and as an Angus member interested in what's going on in the association, it's a must-attend event.
When the Angus Report returns, we welcome two special guests to the show.
Missouri's Mike Caston and Dave Patterson will join us for a discussion on the role of quality genetics in today's beef cattle business.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.